Hey, what's going on? Today I'm going to be ranking the Devil Fruits in a One Piece game based on how good they are in the new raid system. So to start off, we got Flame Fruit. I'm going to put Flame in B. Got good AoE, but like it's all fire damage over time, not direct. So it takes a while and it just sets them on fire and you gotta hope and wait a while that they die. Isn't the best because you want to clear it fast. Next up, we got the Gasu no Mi. I'm going to put this in D. Got one long range move that does like poison damage over time, and then everything else you have to be close range and like in their face, which is not what you want. It even slows you down when you use the final move, which is even worse because then you just get caught up to, and you don't want to get caught up to. Next up, we got Lightning. I'm gonna put Lightning in B tier as well. Its cooldowns are decently long, but the upside is like you can use mainly all of them from a range, whatever you want. You could be over on the side of the map and spam the other side of the map, which is good, but the damage is not the best. Next up, we got Phoenix. Phoenix is easily A tier. It's got great health regen, two great AoE moves, and a great flight to help you get away from enemies. Next up, we got Sand. Sand is easily D. The moves are horrible. They don't do any damage at all. And then two of them pull the enemy towards you where you can't move and they hit you. Like, why would you want that? Next up, we have Quake. Quake's a bit of an iffy one because I feel like if you had great defense, Devil Fruit, and Hockey, Quake would be S tier. But it's not. It's A tier for clearing like the NPCs and stuff, and you can easily clear the bosses with it too. Like, there's so many better options. String is easily just. I'll go C. The first move of String latches onto them and ignites like in flame a big AoE of anyone near the person you stuck the string to. And then Birdcage, the final move, does a big AoE damage as well. It's like 19,000 damage from me. And then you can use the clone from long range, but it only does 400 damage per hit, which won't kill a boss at any time that you're like anytime soon at all. Chop and Bari, we're just easily gonna put an F tier because they do not do damage at all. They barely do knockback or anything. They're useless. Do not use them. Donut. Do not use them. 2K, F tier as well. I tried using it when I went in there. They can literally still see you starting from round 1, so it is completely useless. Ice is a C tier. The Pheasant does great AoE damage and like freezes them. The Spike does great damage as well, but it's just too short of range. The icicles that it summons down from the sky or whatever, they're great, but it's so like random that they hit, and it's unreliable as hell. And then the movement is just not good. You're not gonna be sliding around to escape. Light is an easy S tier. Easily, you can just run around on top of the bubbles and then hit them from any range. And even at far range, it does basically the same damage. At the farthest range in game, I believe. It's crazy. This is the fruit I recommend to be using, unless you have Ope. I'll get to in a sec. Magma S tier as well. It's got great big wide AoE damage, and it does burning damage over time as well, but like direct damage as well. It summons Hell Range from the sky that does big dripping puddles of damage. It's great. The Magma Fist does a lot of damage, and it's got a flight to help you get away, but it's kind of slow. Ope no Mi. This fruit is just busted completely. You can set up your room and TP anywhere you click at any time. Like you can go from the floor on top of a bubble in a matter of seconds all the way to the top. You can take parts of a building and throw it at them, like the NPCs, and it does so much damage. There's the electroshock, which does a lot of damage as well. It's just really good. Next up, we got Smoke. Smoke is easily a D tier. Got one AoE move that lasts 3 seconds. It can make you go invisible, which, as we learned with Invisible Fruit, is useless. The punching move is also just completely horrible. And then it's got the White Snake move, which is actually pretty decent. It's like the Venom shot where it summons the dragon for its transportation, right? Like it does damage instead. Gomu is an interesting one because it could be B, but it also could be S. if you have max like hockey and devil fruit, max hockey, devil fruit, or defense, I can't remember which, but you're gonna melt him, melt every boss, melt every NPC. You're gonna be unstoppable, easily S tier. But if you're not maxed in those things, you're gonna get destroyed. You gotta just be pretty much perfect timing on everything. Run away a bit, get your hockey back, everything. It's so for that sake, I'm gonna put it in A tier for now, just because of that factor. For Venom, I'm gonna put it in C as well. The transportation move is great for getting on top of like a bubble or something, which is very useful to like spam down on enemies. It's got the first move, which is like summons a dragon, kind of like where is it? Kind of like the smoke fruits move I was talking about. And then it has a poison shot, which also does pretty good damage. And then you can transform, which makes you do more damage, but it's not that big a difference. And yeah, this is my tier list for the new raid system when you're fighting Law to get the new Ope Ope fruit. I hope this helped and gives you a clear idea of what's the best to use currently. And yeah, thanks for watching. Bye.